Welcome to the Midwest. My name is Jesse, and today I'm answering an email from Brian. Brian is a college student, and he's taking a lot of virtual classes right now, just due to the way the world is right now. And he says he's having a really hard time staying focused. And he wondered if there's any tricks or tips or things that I can give you to help you stay focused. Now, one of the things I want to talk about, now this is something I think is going to help everybody, because you don't have to just be a student in order to need to focus. We all need that ability to focus. And really, when you think about it, what is it to be able to focus? And essentially, if we can define it, to focus is to be able to hold something in your mind, to hold your attention on something without being distracted. Okay, and if you can hold your attention on something without having any distractions, it's amazing what you can do. You can stay focused, you can hold that attention, and you can make a lot of progress. Whether, for instance, it's Brian and it's in his homework, or maybe it's in your job, your relationship, maybe it's on the basketball court, who knows? But wherever you are in life, your ability to focus, it's going to be the difference between you doing well and then you getting distracted and not doing well. Typically, he who can focus is the one who is going to do best. So it's a skill that's very worth learning and practicing. And here's the thing, you have to practice it. So there's a lot of different ways to develop the ability to focus. But the easiest way, the way that I recommend to all of my athletes and the people that I train, is through breathing. And if you've ever come to a workshop that I put on, or if you ever come to one of my breathwork classes or sessions or seminars, all these things, you're going to hear me say breathwork. So breathwork is focus work. Breathwork is focus work, okay? Or breath training is focus training. Some of you guys have heard that one. I say both. But the thing is, it's true. When we take control of our breath, just think about this. It's something that's naturally happening anyway. You're going to breathe whether you're focused on your breathing or not. But when you focus on your breathing, suddenly now you're taking control of that breathing. And you can use that focus to determine the rate of breath, the depth of breath. You can decide how it is you're going to take that breath in and out. You can extend one part of it, shorten another part of it. There's a lot of things you can do. So my advice to you, if you want to learn to focus better, here is my best advice. Find a time in the day when you can sit down or lie down and focus just on your breathing, okay? This can be 5 or 10 minutes. It doesn't have to take all day, but 5 or 10 minutes where you can focus on nothing but your breathing, okay? And now you can either just observe your breathing for that amount of time, or you can pick out a particular cadence. I'm going to inhale for this many counts, exhale for this many counts, one or the other. But you're going to just do that for 5 to 10 minutes, okay? And yes, I know it's going to sound boring, but again, we're trying to practice the skill of focusing. So you're going to have random thoughts, distracting thoughts that are going to come into your head as you try to keep this focus. When this happens, it's normal, don't beat yourself up. But when it happens, as soon as you recognize that distraction happening, bring your focus right back to your breath. What we're doing is we're practicing not succumbing to those distractions, because they will come. But you stay focused on your breath, and when those distractions come, you say, okay, I was distracted, no big deal, I'm coming right back. And what you're going to find is if you just practice this simple 5 to 10 minute practice every single day, you're less likely to have those distractions, or at least you're less likely to be really meaningfully distracted in a meaningful way. You're more likely to be able to say, well, nope, oh, back to my focus, back to my focus. You're going to get fewer distracting thoughts, and when they do happen, you're going to recognize them faster, and you're going to get right back into your focus much faster. Now, if you want to take this to a greater degree of strength, great. 5 to 10 minutes a day, you're just going to sit there with your breath, no music, no TV, no cell phone, just you and your breath. And then throughout the day, okay, maybe when you're driving, maybe whenever you're walking, sometime whenever it's not like you're engaging with other people. Whenever you're just kind of in a menial task part of your day, go ahead and bring your focus back to your breath during that part of your day. Okay, get into a cadence that you're going to stay with, and see if you can stay focused as you go about cleaning the house, cleaning your dorm room, Brian, whatever it is you're doing. When you can maintain focus on your breath, you're practicing maintaining focus. And it is that practice that trains your brain to learn, hey, I know how to focus now because I practice it every day. It's just like pretty much any other skill. You have to train it, and you get better over time. You're going to notice if you do this, another thing you're going to notice, just as a warning, you're going to probably see your biggest benefits the first maybe 3 months of doing this. You're going to see your biggest, what we call gains, right? You're going to see the biggest change in those first about 3 months. After that, you will probably be pretty good at focusing, but you're not going to see the incredible gains anymore. Maybe little incremental, tiny incremental gains. And at that point, if you want to take your 5 to 10 minutes up to maybe 10 to 20 minutes a day, maybe even develop a longer meditation habit, because that's what you're doing. You're developing a meditation habit. You're developing a breathwork, a focus practice session every day. And it's going to benefit you in every other part of your life. Okay, so it's simple, it's free, it's not always easy. And it does require, you got to figure out a time in your day when you're going to do it. So all those things you've got to figure out. But Brian, or anybody else, all of the rest of this, and I'm not talking just to other people, I'm talking to myself too. I have to do this every single day. And I fall out of the habit of doing it too. But it's a regular practice, and what you're doing is you're constantly training yourself to be able to be a better focuser. You can hold your attention on something without getting distracted, because you're doing this, you're engaging this part of yourself every single day and making it a part of your life. Hopefully that helps you, Brian. If you want to learn more about breath work, or any of those other kinds of trainings that I do, take a look at the links below. Also, I do have a book out on breathwork. It's a practical guide to breathwork. So if you're looking for different kinds of breathing techniques, you can take a look at those down there, and I'd be happy to set up a session with you if you want me to go over these things with you one-on-one. Guys, thanks so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. And don't forget to go out there and be kind to one another.